I'm typically hypersensitive in terms of my sensory experiences, so I feel things more intensely. Smells and tastes are often stronger anyway in pregnancy. So for me, it was a very intense time in terms of sensory situations. Some of that was pleasant and some of that wasn't. I could feel everything in terms of interoception. I could feel the movement of my baby very intensely, and I really enjoyed that and felt very connected. I realised I was pregnant very early on the second time around, just from remembering how it felt the first time. The impact of sensory overload in labour was challenging. Dealing with all the sounds and lights, etc., and people around, movement around me, and different clothes, the gown, was difficult, and often an intense sensory experience in one sense can be compounded with others. So there's a cumulative effect of that. And then trying to manage communication and responding to those sorts of things as well. Added to that, it was very intense. And I think in hindsight, when I was in labour, I shut down partly as a result of this. I eventually had an emergency cesarean, and the impact of that postnatally was challenging. I'm hypersensitive to pain typically, and I also reacted to the general anaesthetic, and dealing with the practical issues of things like stitches and the wound was difficult for me from a sensory perspective. When I'm tired, the sensory experience has become even more pronounced. Lights seem even brighter, noises seem even louder. So with a new baby who obviously needs care throughout the night, this not only affected my general energy levels, but my ability to deal with sensory overwhelm.